record holder, Eamon Coghlan. Marty LaCory, truly a star-studded field, but as you look at Mike Boyd on the far left of your screen, most of the focus here must be on Coe and along with him, Steve Scott.
Well, it is because they are the ones that have proven themselves. There are some runners in there like young Graham Williamson and Tom Byers who are potentially great milers of the future, if not tonight, but certainly the pressure has all been on Steve Scott and Sebastian Coe, and Steve Scott appears to be getting out very slowly, and already he's fighting his way to the front. Scott knows he doesn't want to get left in this race, which may turn out to be a very tactical race as he tries to stay as close to Sebastian Coe as he can, and Bob Ben, the designated pace setter, seems to be right out there now.
It is Ben in the lead. That is Craig Masback of the United States, who has moved in behind Ben. As you look at them packing there behind Ben, that's Mike Boyd on the left of the screen. Coe, as you can see, is comfortable in third place. Coe, in his two recent losses, that 1,500 meters, to a runner named Zdravkovic from Yugoslavia, and, of course, to Jose Luis Gonzalez of Spain, was in position to win on the home straight of both of those races and was passed, something which is astonishing in light of his past record.
Somebody just went down. It's Chuck Aragon of the United States.
Along with
Williamson
of Great Britain.
And it
right.
also looks like Thurio went down and Tom Byers. But here's what's really happening now. Sebastian Coe has gone out, gotten into the front of the race, and is controlling the race in that second pack. He is slowing the race down because he's a 1:47 half-miler, some 3 to 4 seconds faster than Steve Scott. He wants this race to be slow tonight. He wants to outkick Steve Scott in the last 200 meters. In fact, Coe expressed a preference not to have any rabbits in the race, hoping that the race would go slowly and his world record wouldn't be in jeopardy, and that's a strange thing for a man who has made his reputation running behind rabbits. But Scott is keeping his cool. He's gone out now, gotten past Coe, and in this last 800 meters, I think you'll see Steve Scott try and start a long drive. He's going to have to do it the tough way tonight. Craig Masback in second place has a chance to do something in this race.
You can see that Ben has the lead as they go through 800 meters in 1:56.03. It doesn't mean that much because the rest of the pack is so far back. Now, Ben drops out. It will be Masback in the lead. Steve Scott is moving up to challenge Masback, and Coe is going with him. I would have to believe, Marty LaCory, at this point, that Scott is going to have to think of moving early because Coe was successful in moderating the pace of those first 800 meters.
It's really anybody's race right now. That's a hackneyed phrase, but the way these men have been running, it's a guess whether Coe is as sharp as he usually is. Eamon Coghlan is very dangerous over the last 100 meters, and Steve Scott will have to make a move soon. Coe almost went down about 100 meters ago, got stepped on from behind. That's because they're going so slow and they're stepping on each other. Steve Scott, though, has run, as he said earlier, races of every type, and he has just found himself in the middle of a push and shove match.
And there goes Graham Williamson of Great Britain. It is Williamson who's gone through to the front. He bolted right between Scott and Coe, and now with the gun, they have 400 meters to go. That is Williamson in the lead. Watch how he bobs his head up and down. Very unusual. Now Scott, with 300 meters to go, is moving up on his shoulder. Sebastian Coe is right there, and Coe is going to have every opportunity to find out whether he still has the speed, which seemed to have deserted him a bit in his last two races.
It's definitely going to be a two-man race. Coe moving out now to go with Steve Scott and try and cover this move before they get to the turn. Coe's held off on the turn. It's going to be tough for him to catch Scott now.
This could be an enormous confidence builder for Steve Scott. He has beaten almost everybody else in the world. He's never beaten Sebastian Coe. In 1981, in 4 races, he couldn't get within 30 yards of him. But he's got it right where he wants him right now, and he's pulling away. This is going to be the biggest win of American Steve Scott's career. The time will be virtually meaningless at 3:51.57. The important thing is this. Steve Scott, for the first time in his life, has taken the mantle of supremacy off of Sebastian Coe's shoulders and for the moment has placed it on